Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So I'm here up at Poli Poli on the side of Haleakala Mountain up here, and we're going to be testing the Halo drone watch. And also I'm going to be following my brother-in-law's truck here. I have the GPS module on the truck, and what we're going to do is just do some watch functions. I haven't tested the watch yet, so I'm not sure how this is going to go, but we're going to go for it. I couldn't really figure out a way to just start recording on the watch for the video. So I think what we need to do is just start the video possibly manually. So I'm just going to start recording on the camera. This should be in 4K. So I will have that up on the screen for you guys to see. And here we go. So what I'll do first is just do a manual takeoff. So I just have it on takeoff on the watch. Hopefully you guys can possibly see this on the screen. I'm not sure. So I'm going to take off and go down to OK, press it in. So the drone should hopefully take off. Woo! Okay, so it is taking off. Great. And it's going to reach its safe altitude. There we go. And what I want to do is I want to go down to manual in the setting here, pressing in. And I want to kind of control it manually. So with these buttons on the side. So pressing up, small presses, I let go. It's just going up like a couple feet at a time. Okay. Now with the joystick, I'm going to press to the right. Oh, cool. So if I hold it, it's going to the right. I just want to kind of get his truck in view here, and then I'll start tracking. Okay, I want to kind of get up and away from his truck from a side view. Right about here, we'll come back a little bit. About here, and then I'm going to go up a ways. I'm holding up. Right about there. Now I'm going to track him. So here we go, I'm pressing mode. Actually, let's press stop first. And then I'm pressing mode. And it's gonna do a simple follow. Counting down, I feel vibrations. 3, 2, 1, go. So it should be tracking him. Okay. All right, let's see what it does, guys. This should be synced with his altitude. So I'm really hoping it doesn't go into the mountain. It should be tracking his altitude and just simple following him. And I'm not doing nothing. All I'm doing is watching the drone. See how I have hands free? So the drone is doing everything, and it's just keeping that simple position I started with on him. And it does look like it's gaining altitude as he goes up, so that's great. If I go back over to my status screen, I can see battery power left, my link. We'll see what happens if it loses link with the GPS module. He's pretty far up there. Okay. So our link is 0 now with the GPS module. Let's see what it does. If it's still gonna follow him or what. So my link to him and the GPS is gone in the watch, so I don't know what's it gonna do. Still just hovering there, but I still have a link to the drone with the watch, so apparently it's gonna lose track and just hover with the GPS module. So what I might need to do is do kind of a return to home and then possibly try to go back and track him, because I have no link to the GPS module in his truck to the watch. So let's go to a different menu here. Let's press go home. See what happens. Let's do a return to home. And okay. All right. So he went too far. So if you're going to do this with the watch, make sure you have seemingly connection with that GPS module if you're going to do this with the watch. Of course, you're going to have way better range with the regular controller. So a good test. I should have told him not to go so far. Okay. So it's going to do a return to home. What I should be able to do to stop it is press this button up here, the stop button, to stop it from going, returning home. So let's wait till it's a little bit closer. Yeah, that's too bad. I should have told him to go a little closer, but we will have seen how it tracked his truck for the time being. Now I'm going to press stop here, and it just went into hover. I just pressed this stop button up top. So it's just going to hover there until I tell it what to do. So, oh, there he is. Okay. We're going to go ahead and track him again. They came back, and I want to go into manual and kind of position it a little higher. Let's go up, and let's go immediately into tracking him. So I want to hurry up. I'm going to press M. It's going to do a simple follow. Let's see what it does. There it goes. Okay, so I still have connection to his truck. So it's just going to follow him now. So pretty cool. So what it's doing is it's kind of keeping the distance I set it as. It's not going any closer than where I started it. And it's going to keep that same height and bearing from him, because this is just simple follow. So we'll see that if he goes over that hill, I'll probably lose track of him. See if we go with our link status. We're already at 36% on the GPS module, so hopefully he's going to turn around and not go too much further. Oh, link 0. Yeah, so it's just going to hover there if our link stops. So he went a little bit too far for me. There we go. Our link's back. So let's go back out and let's start our mode again. Let's start our simpler follow, because he should be in view there. So it's starting. It's doing good actually. It's just that you can kind of see the distance of where it's going to lose him. So let's see what our link status is. I think it's still lost him. Yeah, so our link is 0. Come on home, come down. Okay, come on down. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna hover right here for a second. Let's press stop, get out of our manual interface. Okay, we have 9 minutes left is what it's telling me on the watch. And yeah, so we have completely lost link with the GPS module. So with the watch, you're not going to be able to go further than what it seemed like. About, I want to say a little over 100 yards line of sight, because he's up there. I can still see him up there. But I have 0 link status, and that's just because he's too far away, even though it's line of sight. So expect maybe a football field, 300 feet, maybe a little over. So what that means is you're not going to be sitting on the beach and sending this thing out, you know, over 100 yards to do a surfer with the watch. You're going to want to use the regular controller. And if you guys missed that review, check it out. I have it up on my channel where I did this with the regular controller, and I did track my my daughter at the park. Cool. So gosh, we're not going to be able to follow him unless he comes back a little closer. So I think what I'm going to do is go make sure there's no paragliders. Yep, those guys are gone. And let's do a let's go back into our menu, pressing the side, and let's do a go home. And okay. It should raise up and then come on home. So a little bit disappointing, but I kind of figured that's maybe what would happen. Just because it's using, I think it must be using a Wi-Fi link directly to the module, or maybe even Bluetooth, so I'm not sure. That's a little far for Bluetooth where it was linked football field away. Bluetooth should only be able to go like 30 feet, so I'm thinking it's probably using Wi-Fi in the watch to connect to both the drone and the module. And the module is kind of in the back of his truck, so maybe there's a little bit of interference there. So I'm just going to press stop here because I want it to stop right there. Yeah, so I felt the watch vibrate, and now it's just going to hover until I tell it to do something else. If we go back into the menu settings here, let me get the sun on the other side so you guys can see this. We have still zero link with the GPS module. This will be interesting if he comes back down. I'm not even sure where he is. Yeah, bummer, I don't see him anywhere. So I guess let's just do some other functions with this watch. He's kind of gone, so I can't do anything. So let me do a little bit more manual flying till the battery gets finished. And what we'll do is we'll go into our... Okay, so I just felt 3 vibrations and it said drone will go home. Going home. So it went into return to home mode automatically when you have the watch on. And it's just going to land where it thinks its home is. So there it goes. Whoa! Not bad. Okay, a few feet off. That's maybe 3 feet off. So not bad at all for the return to home. But that's it for the watch, guys. So you can control it manually. I didn't see any yaw control. You can only gain altitude, drop altitude. You can do it in little like 1 to 2 foot increments if you just tap. Or if you hold these buttons, it actually will go until you let go. And then you can do rolling and pitching with the joystick too. So those are the functions of the watch. If you want to see more of those advanced functions like, you know, circle around point and stuff, point of interest, following that GPS module, check out my park flight where I put the module on my daughter. I strapped it to her arm and we did some of those functions if you want to check that out. But what it did seem to do is follow the, it locked in the bearing of the object it was tracking, which was his truck, and then it also kept the altitude perfect as he went up the hill. So a good test nonetheless, even though it lost track. But that's what we're here to do, is figure out how this thing performs. So don't expect the watch to be tracking that module when it goes out of line of sight, or when you go further than about, I want to say 100 yards. Okay guys, well I hope you enjoyed that watch and kind of truck follow, vehicle follow of the Halo drone, and it was informative for you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.